I'm Tom Shue, and today I want to show you this really cool piece of gear that I have to work with multiple speed lights off camera without any fear of them taking a dive and hitting the ground. Now if you look on my blog in the history, you'll see a post where I showed you what happened when I tried to get away with one of these little cheap RPS studio brackets. Now this is a triple flash bracket that has a brass spigot at the bottom that failed. Almost lost two Canon 600 EXRTs off the side of a mountain. It wasn't a pretty day. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. So let's talk about why you might want to work with multiple speed lights as a main light. Okay, obviously the benefit of multiple speed lights are for setting up different lights, main light, hair light, split, separation lights, things like this. But when you use two or more for a main light, not only do you double your power every time you double the amount of light you add, but you increase your recycle times. So for example, one flash at full power is going to take a while to recycle. If you cut two flashes to half power, you have the same amount of power and double the recycle time. So here's what I came up with. And I'm not paid by anyone when I review products. People don't even give me this stuff. I pay for it in my own pocket. And in this case, we're going to be reviewing the 4-square. Now the 4-square is designed to hold 4 flashes, but you don't have to use 4. You can just use 1. One of the cool things about this is, A, it can work with any modifier, and B, it's made out of solid aluminum and there's nothing to fail. Now they've really put a lot of thought into this when they developed it, and I'll show you some of the features that I think are pretty cool. So first of all, when you work with any kind of speed light off your camera, you're going to have a tilter bracket. The industry standard is the Manfrotto 026. It comes with a couple brass spigots, and if you take those spigots out and you mount this tilter to the stand, you can use this with your 4-square. So there's a 3/8 and a 1/4 20 hole. I'm going to populate the 3/8 hole, and we're just going to mount this bracket on this spigot. Now I'm just going to tighten it down, put my shirt on it, there we go, and we're going to mount this inside of our tilter bracket. Now if we just tilt this thing forward 90 degrees, we're pretty good to go here with this bracket, and I'll show you what I mean. So you can put 4 flashes on it. We'll just put 2 on it to get started. So here's the first 600. We'll slip it on. The cool thing about this 600 is you can lock it in the back, but there's these Teflon bolts that come from the bottom that won't damage the contacts, that will hold your flash in place. So not only is it sturdy, the flash isn't coming off. Now you might be saying to yourself that it only fits this way. If you're using the optical triggering system, like in the Nikon system, the CLS, or the Canon optical system, you might have to orient your flash in the back of the box. Here in the Canon there's a little sensor here, and on Nikon it's on the side. Well, they sell a swivel kit that allows you to turn the flash sideways so you can orient your optical input all in one direction out the back of the box or out the back of your modifier. With the 600s, it's all radio, so I don't have to worry about which way they're oriented. So we'll grab our second one and we'll just slip it on the bottom. And right now I've doubled the power that I had. So if I'm trying to deal with the sun, I've doubled the power by doubling my flashes. If I want to double it again, I put 2 more on. Okay, so we'll rotate the flash like this. And now to put a modifier on, it's pretty simple. We just rotate this bracket so you can see what's going on here. And say if I grab a shafted modifier, like an umbrella, or say like a Westcott Apollo line, those are some of my favorite softboxes. You just slip it in one of the corners, and there's a nut, and it cinches down, and it's on a bevel kind of. So there you have it. You can put on an umbrella easy. Here's the really cool thing. Now they sell these soft boxes that work with the 4-square from 4-square. Okay, now I found out that you really don't have to buy those soft boxes. You can use your existing soft boxes. It's a strip or a square. This will work. Let me show you what I mean. Here I have a PhotoFlex. This is one of their small light domes. Okay, we're just going to take it and slip it in there, and it mounts up perfect. It's a little bit sloppy. This square is a little bit smaller than a speed ring. Okay, so there's a little bit of slop in the back, but I haven't noticed it to be any kind of problem. So we'll slip these corners in, and now we have our soft box. We just pull this around, get our lights on the inside, tighten this up a little bit, and there we have our soft box. Now we could put 2 more lights in here, and we can rotate this around so you can see what's going on here. And if we loosen the spigot, we could rotate it and turn it sideways or, you know, vertically, however we want it. So this is a really versatile piece of hardware to work with Speedlites off your camera. I can't recommend a better mounting system for Speedlites than the Foursquare. So that's all I have today. I want to thank you all for taking time to visit my blog today. And until next time, we'll see you soon.